swear at the corner of my eye I keep seeing like little figures. Like it looks like someone's coming, but then there's no one there. Hey Kel Kats, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Kelsi Davies. We are here in New York City. Kris is inside, but we decided to go find an antique store where we can see if there are haunted items inside. Let's see what they have in here. Kris already ran in there. She's so excited. I didn't know what kind of antique store to pick, so I just picked this one, but it looks really freaking cool and I'm so excited. Look at all that. That's so cool. Who do you think that is? I have like a weird feeling just staring at it. Like it feels like she's looking back at me. Doesn't it look like that? Oh, this one. Wow. That's like,
I like this.
Handmade. Are these urns? What are these?
This is like the dollies that we got in the box.
Oh, that's right. These are like 115 years old. That's crazy. Look at these slippers.
I saw those. I literally saw those. I was like, I want them for myself.
I know. I do feel a lot of energy here, which is crazy. Like, don't you feel it?
Oh,
like
for
so
sure.
much.
This is so exciting, guys.
It's like it's all good energy, like what I'm feeling right now. She said that some of these paintings are from the 1800s. If you guys ever come to New York, I recommend you come here. It's so cool. If you guys love antiques like we do, you know, and want to buy something maybe, or just come and check it out. I really like this. I was like looking at the clock. I ended up getting the clock. I honestly felt like something was attached to it. Something good though that was like making me want to get it. It's just so freaking cool. It reminds me of my grandpa. My grandpa would have all these antiques in his house, and that's like something he would definitely have, and it just reminded me of him, and it makes me happy, and I think there's something good attached to it. Guys, that was so freaking cool in there. I'm so glad that we went in there. The woman was so sweet, and she said that the owner is a friend of hers and he'd be there on Monday. I don't know if we could come back because he knows everything about everything in there. I hope that we can maybe come back here. If we can't, then let me know if you guys come back. Maybe Kris could come back one day and tell me a little bit about the antiques and stuff. We are here at the Friday the 13th cemetery. This is so cool that we get to see this. I wonder if Jason's gonna come get us. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, look at that. There's like a cornfield right next to it too. So spooky. This is the famous gate that Annie, actually in the movie, she got dropped off like right in front of the cemetery, and they filmed throughout this little town, I think. I've only seen the movie like once, so I don't really remember. Let me know if you guys recognize it from the movie. I wonder how they ended up picking this cemetery and this town to film in. Maybe they knew someone here, or maybe they visited one day and remembered it. I don't know. I always wonder that in movies, how they find like their location to film at and stuff, because I just think it's pretty cool. Yeah, the church was playing some music earlier. It's pretty creepy. That's insane that people live like right next to the cemetery. I wonder if they experience anything in their houses. Some of these are from like the 1800s. Look at this one. 1886. This one's from 1886. Let's see. 1892. So beautiful. 1844. This one's pretty well preserved, honestly. Most of these graves are pretty well like taken care of, it looks like. I just don't want to walk on the graves. This one's all small. Oh, there's like a mini one next to it. I wonder if that's like a pet maybe they put next to them. I don't know. I'm right in front of the church right now. Really cool. Wow, these ones look really old. Some of them you can't even read what they say because they're that old. I wonder how old some of these are. I don't know if they're from the 1600s or the 1700s, not sure. Oh, these are some of the sheriffs, it looks like, of the town maybe. Wow. That is cool. Oh wow, look at that. That one has like a bunch in front of it. I want to go see. I'm trying to find a way to walk around without... I just don't want to walk on like the actual grave sites. Look at that. Oh, this is the entire Turner family. Wow. All buried next to each other. Elijah Turner. Oh, that's really sad. Age 21 days? What? It's just a baby. Oh, that's really sad. Aged 1 day? I wonder if they had miscarriages or something. I don't know. That's really sad. Oh. Wow. Aged, is that 10 months? This one's aged 4 months and 26 days. I just want to know how these infants passed away, and they're all part of... I don't know. It looks like they're part of the Turner family. Unless this is just a section for infants. I'm not really sure. That one's 3 months and 6 days. Oh, that's really sad, you guys. Wow, look at these ones. Can't even read them. Well, this must have been another sheriff. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, these ones look like they're mostly adults. Turner. Wow, there's a lot of Turner family. Oh, wow. These ones are like white because they're so old. I swear at the corner of my eye I keep seeing like little figures. Like it looks like someone's coming, but then there's no one there. Wow. All this one says is Mary's grave. I wonder who Mary is. I wonder if they have a last name or if her name was just Mary. Oh, here we go. Mary something. Oh, okay, so it's on the back. This little grave has just like a little bow tie and just grass in it. That's kind of weird. Didn't they used to put babies in these like little baskets like this? And like the blue, so. Maybe it was like a baby boy. I don't know.
This is really old.
Yeah, the grave's old, but this is kind of new. Like it's not, I don't know.
That looks old though. That looks like that's been sitting there for a long time.
Yeah, it looks like grass grew through it or something. It does look old, but not as old as the gravestone, so I don't...
That's a really old gravestone with a really old basket. I wonder if this
See
was
the blue? What if it was for a baby boy, you know?
This was probably for a baby.
That's what they usually would have them in, is a little, because they didn't have like, you know, car seats and stuff back then, so they would have like little baskets and carry them.
Oh, look at it. There's like stuff growing inside of it. Yeah, that's
it looks like it all grew through or something. They filmed a lot of the movie throughout this town, so we're gonna try to see if we could find some more little spots, you know, maybe you guys will recognize it. These houses are so old. I want to know like what people experience here in these houses, like right next to the cemetery. Whoa, guys, look, there's like a waterfall. What? That's so cool, and that's like a bridge that goes over it. So we're trying to find the coffee shop that Annie stopped by. Oh, it's a store? It was like a store that Annie stopped by to ask directions to Camp Crystal Lake. So, this is so cool. Blair Academy. Is that what this is? Oh, look at this. How spooky. Ooh. Wow, this is cool. Is this the door? I think this is it. Oh, there's a big pub too. This is so cute. It's such a cute little town. There's like this big house over there. That was really cool. Look at the sky right now. Wow.
Literally.
This is it. It's so cool. Here's the front view of it. Wow. They filmed throughout this little town on Main Street. Learned a lot from one of the locals. She's really sweet. She actually owns the Friday the 13th location, and it's a museum now, and she opened it up because she was super fascinated with the history of this town. This town is known for a lot of murders in the past, which we didn't even know. She said that the museum's very haunted. She was gonna take us in there, but she never keys or anything, so maybe one day we'll be able to go in there and do like a little ghost hunting investigation thing. But she said that she always hears like two men fighting in there. So what happened is there's this big stairwell, like a spiral staircase, and this man had just gotten a $1,000 like life insurance or something like that, and that was a lot back then. His family was struggling with money. He actually hung himself over the stairwell and ended up having the money go to his family, so he basically just killed himself for the sake of his family, which is really sad that he had to do that. But he does haunt that location. Also, I think it was above here. I think it's the second floor at where I'm standing right now. There was a man, and he actually murdered his wife inside of the store up here. It was like an apartment or something up here. Someone lives up there, but they don't know about the story, but they do experience weird things. The owner didn't want to tell them about the story because she doesn't want to freak them out. That's crazy. There's been like more and more murders at a cemetery down the road. There was a woman named Princess Doe or something that they named her because she was kind of like a Jane Doe. They didn't know her name, they didn't know who she was, but she actually was murdered in the cemetery over here, and her body is buried like 800 feet from where she was actually murdered. They gave her head to the Smithsonian Museum so that they could recover her face and try to see what she looked like or something like that, as well as her hands, but they never really fully figured out who she was and who murdered her. So there was a big house right here where this parking lot was, like a big huge house, and I guess the husband got murdered or something, and the wife and the child decided to move away, but they never did anything with the house. I don't think they sold it. I think they just left. So they actually demoed the entire house with everything inside of it, didn't take one thing out, demoed the house with everything inside of it, and covered everything with this cement or this road covering. So everything is underneath this road right now. And the lady said that there's a lot of spooky activity that happens over here because everything's just buried underneath. So it's like everything is just still under there. That's crazy that they just like buried everything, you know? And then there was another murder that happened behind that building that we walked by, that big building with the tunnels. Someone was murdered behind it too, but they did know who it was. But the woman was identified, but it's believed that the same person who killed the Jane Doe person was actually the one who killed this person too. They think it might have had to do with sex trafficking. Maybe they were trying to kidnap her and she fought back and they killed her, and then same with Jane Doe. Maybe she escaped from somewhere and they just bashed her head in because they could not identify her eye color. They couldn't identify anything because it was so destroyed, her face, which is so sad and disturbing. There's just so many stories here. I don't even think I covered half of it, but that's what she told us, and that is so crazy. If you guys come visit here, just know that there's so much more history than just the Friday the 13th, you know, movie set or whatever. She was actually asking us, she's like, are you here for Friday the 13th or something else about the town? And we were like, what else is there? Because we didn't know. And she was like, oh, she just like was like, I am gonna tell you some things. We're actually about to walk through this building. This is the one that we walked through where the woman's body was found behind it. Behind this building, so anywhere around here is where she was actually murdered. That is so crazy. I have the chills right now. Wow. The person that was suspected of murdering this girl behind this building was mentally challenged. He had the mind of like a 10-year-old. He was just very like incapable of doing what happened to her. They think that maybe a serial killer or sex trafficker was trying to cover up this murder by like blaming this person. So it remains a mystery to this day. Rest in peace to those victims. That's just horrible. Look at that old house. These houses are just so historic. historic and so old. But the locals here are really, really nice. So if you come visit, you know, just ask them questions and they'll tell you. Alright guys, I'm home from New Jersey. It's been a few weeks. I have so much content for you guys. I've just been releasing what I can when I can. So this is part 2 of the vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This little New Jersey vlog that I did. I do have a lot more content coming from New Jersey as well as from the past few weeks. I've just been doing so many crazy things for like Halloween and all that. So all that's gonna be released. Big shout out to my Patreons. I'm gonna name them Tesla Callahan, TBR, Roxana Acuna, Ashton Green, Kel Kat Kevin, Aaron Hibbard, who actually made my game, so make sure you guys go download that, Alex H, Sergio Carrillo, Martin and Delia, Lisa's Life, Jeannie Boast, Kris, Negus, and Rock Evans. Thank you guys so much for being Patreons. Also, huge shout out to our Kel King. We have Royale Poprock, and then Beth Marsh was also a Kel King for a long time, so big shout out to them. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Also hit that notification bell so that you guys know when I post, and I will see you guys in my next video.